Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you're doing amazing. Today, we are going to be talking all about Prada Beauty, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name's Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you, and let's get started. Okay, so Prada came out with makeup, and I was super excited and super blessed that I was able to pick some up to talk about it with you guys because I've never in my life purchased anything from Prada ever. So the makeup I was super excited for. And my order came in today, and I sat down as soon as I could to film. Yay! Okay, so we are going to talk about the foundation, the lipstick, and the eyeshadow palette that I picked up from Prada Beauty. All right. Yeah, I'm going to tell you my thoughts, my first impressions. I'm wearing them on my face. And yeah, I forgot to write down the prices and what they retail for. So that information will be down in the description box so you can know how much this stuff costs. But it's Prada, so it's expensive. And is there anything else? Oh, yes. This is just a first impression. My first initial thoughts on it. I'll be sure to include these in my August speed reviews at the end of the month. So you know just a little bit more of my laid down thoughts. But I had to get them on my face with you guys. So here we go. The foundation. This is the Prada Reveal Foundation. Now, I got mine in the shade LN5. And when I went to purchase, it was kind of difficult. There was no shade descriptions on anything. There was just photos. And the LN5, I guessed, was light neutral, and it is. So I was really lucky there because it did not have any descriptions of the foundation shades or lipsticks or eyeshadows, just photos. So I went with a guess. I went with LN5, and the shade match is incredible. I'm super happy with my choice, shade match wise. And oh, the packaging, absolutely gorgeous. It's got this really nice cap. It's kind of weighted. You can refill it. All of the makeup is refillable. So if you run out of it, you can just purchase the refill for a little bit cheaper and then put it in the really pretty, Prada Gold little container. Really nice, super great packaging. I mean, with the little Prada triangle on the top, you would expect nothing less. Okay, this is the Prada Reveal Skin Optimizing Foundation with Lactobacillus Extract Complex plus niacinamide plus vitamin E plus SPF 17. So it has SPF 17, which is pretty cool. I already mentioned I got mine in the shade LN5. It claims to instantly unify skin with an all-day soft matte, seamless, and flexible coverage. Optimizes light diffusion in a real life and on screen with the IRL micro filter technology. It blurs the looks of pores and fine lines. And over time, it's supposed to improve overall skin look. Skin feels moisturized, diffused with a diffusing healthy glow, and it refines skin texture, evidently. So I don't wear makeup enough to see any kind of skincare benefits in my foundation, and I definitely switch them up a lot. But those things to me say, it's going to be good for your skin. It's going to not clog your pores and feel all, cakey and stuff. So, but yeah, it claims all of those things. And it looks incredible. I am super impressed. It it does have a smell. So if scents are not your thing, I would steer clear because it does have a scent. Name a luxury brand that doesn't have a scent. Gucci, Dior, they have smells. But it kind of smells like, to me, it reminds me of baby wipes. So there's that. And I can still smell it. I don't know if I'm smelling the lipstick too, because that has a smell. We'll get into that. But I can still smell it. It's in my nose. It's there. It has not gone away. I've had it on for about almost an hour and it hasn't faded yet. So it's kind of a strong smell. It doesn't bother me. Smells don't really bother me that much. Um, Unless, it's a bad smell, but it's not really a bad smell. It's kind of a nice smell. It's not that annoying to me. The finish is absolutely gorgeous. I think, and this is just a first impression thought, I'd have to wear it all day to see, but this reminds me of a formula that's going to look better as the day goes on. Because it already feels like and seems like it's kind of settled into my skin a little bit more than when I initially applied it. And it's just going to kind of mesh with my natural oils and skin chemistry, and it's going to make it look less like makeup as the day progresses. I can see that. We're going to have to test that out, but that's my initial impression. Based on, past foundation impressions. It looks amazing. I didn't set it with any powder or anything, and it's a little tacky, so you might want to set it down with some powder. But I did make sure in the demo to do one side first to show you the kind of coverage. It has a really nice medium coverage. It is buildable, and but it's not a super full coverage upon application. It is a really nice medium. So it did definitely even out all of my redness, and it evened out my acne. I just had to do a teensy bit of concealing to cover up the rest of the redness from my really angry acne spots. I did make sure I did a B-roll so you could see my face before I put any foundation on. I have freckles. I have a lot of redness on my face. I have a few acne problem areas, which are very much hormonal, I think, because as soon as I'm done being pregnant and I have my baby, my face clears up like it's pretty crazy. But just so you can see what I'm starting with and working with. And this foundation looks amazing. I'm really, really excited. I hope I can definitely get my money's worth because the color match is incredible and it looks really, really good. All my other products blended incredibly on top of it, and I only put on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, just a good moisturizer before I put the makeup on. So you can see it looks really good. I didn't have very high hopes for it. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's a luxury makeup brand, Prada, like foundation. I don't know. It was just, I guess in my brain, eyeshadow, lipstick, foundation. The foundation is going to be a little bit harder to perfect, I guess. I have higher expectations for a foundation because they're very skin specific, whereas, color products are just easy and pretty and cute. The foundation needs to be good and look good, and I think this is looking really, really good. Unless for some weird reason it like melts off my skin or something, this is a really, really good one. Definitely, at least for filming, like A plus. Really, really nice. I keep looking in the mirror. Okay, I think that's it for the foundation. Let's move on to the eyeshadow. So this is the eyeshadow palette I picked up. Packaging, immaculate. It's so, so pretty. So pretty. With the silver and the gold and the Prada triangle. It is refillable, just like everything in the collection is refillable. And this is the inside. It has a really nice mirror that I haven't pulled the Prada sticky off of yet. But this is the eyeshadow palette. And it does come with two teeny little brushes that I probably will never use, but they're there if I need them. They just go right in here. A brush and a spongy thing. This is the one I picked. So this is the Prada Dimensions Durable Multi-Effect Eyeshadow. I got mine in the shade 06, and I think it's 06 Pulp, but Pulp is not on here. It's just eyeshadow palette 06. So, um, I was gonna show you. Let's swatch it. Okay, so this middle shade right here, this is a satin, a really nice satin shade. Oh. The top shade is a hyper matte. So this top really long, weirdly shaped shade is a hyper matte. That's that kind of browny color. The left shade is a metal foil, very metal foily. And then the right shade, or the pop of color shade in most of the palettes, is a soft matte. So there they are, all 4 eyeshadow shades. And yeah, I made this look on my eyes today with those eyeshadow shades. And I have some thoughts. So I picked this palette because there was 2 that I was kind of going back and forth with. But I picked this one specifically because the red looked a little bit more red, and then in the other palette that I was looking at, the pop of color looked a little bit more orangey red, right? So I was like, this one, like a true red. It looked like a true red. And I am not completely unaware that most reds look a little bit more pink on the eyes. I'm a huge fan of red eyeshadow, huge fan of red in general. And this one is no exception. It looks so much more pink on the eyes than I was hoping it would. So there's that. The eyeshadow look that I created, I went in first with the pop of color in the crease, like that. It's like a pink, it's like a hot pink trying to be red color. So I would describe it as. It's a hot pink, and I put that all over the crease. And then the matte shade, this long strip shade on the top, I used on the outer corner, and I really had to build it up to where I wanted it to be, and it still kind of isn't where I want it to be. So I built that brown up in the outer corner, browny burgundy color, and then I used the really pretty metal foil. It's like a really pretty rose gold color on the eyelid, and then a little bit of the brown burgundy deeper shade, matte shade, on the outer corner in the lower lash line, and then that big peachy satin middle color on the lower lash line to blend out that matte and to tie everything together. I think that I was really surprised by that like peachy middle shade. It really does kind of tie everything together. I think it goes perfectly with the reddish pink and the rose gold foil color. I think that the color story in general just makes sense. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really, really like how they did the pops of color. And the formula is very buildable. It is not super punchy except for the pop of color. That pop of color definitely has some pizzazz to it. It's a very be careful with where you place it color because it has pigment. But the other 3 shades needed to be built up quite a bit. They are a little bit less pigmented when you first place them on the eye. So that makes it super user friendly. If somebody wants to try one of these Prada eyeshadows and treat themselves, any one of those palettes is going to be user friendly and easy to apply on the eyes and blend out. And yeah, there's plus and minuses with that. You know, I prefer a more pigmented eyeshadow palette, but I was kind of expecting that with this Prada one. It reminds me of my Dior, not Dior, excuse me. I haven't tried a Dior Quint. The Tom Ford eyeshadow palette that I purchased during the Sephora sale. It reminds me of that. It's very user friendly. The eyeshadows are not bam in your face. And it's an everyday palette. This is, it's a quad. Love quads because you do not have to think a lot. I love this look I created, and if I want to look like this, I can pull this out and I know I will get a look just like this. So I think quads are amazing for that. And yeah, it's good that it's user friendly, not super pigmented. Really good for every day and absolutely gorgeous. I am really impressed with the eyeshadows. They're just not as, I mean, they're not very intense. They're not comparable to Pat McGrath or Natasha Denona eyeshadows, I wouldn't think, because they just remind me a little bit more of that Tom Ford formula. They're very easy to blend, buildable, not extremely pigmented eyeshadows, except for the pop of color. So I hope that all makes sense. User friendly, and I love it. Holy cow, super worth the money. But yeah. Okay, and the last purchase that I made from Prada Beauty is the lipstick. Ooh, okay, so the packaging is gorgeous. Gorgeous. It has the Prada around the middle and then the Prada triangle on the top with a magnetic closure. Super nice. The Prada on the foundation is gold, whereas this lipstick has a silver Prada around the middle. And then the actual lipstick itself is like, it says Prada, and it's super really pretty textured. Like, I mean, it is. It's just so pretty the way that the texture on the lipstick. Gorgeous. So this I picked up is the Prada Monochrome Soft Matte Lipstick. It claims to be a buildable weightless lip color, and I picked up the shade B101. Now that's what it says on the bottom, and I think it's called Typolo, B101 Typolo, but B101. And this is, it's a little bit more pink, rosy than I thought it was going to be from the website. But the color is amazing. I think it matches amazing with the eyeshadow. Like, dang, I did not do that on purpose. I did want a nude color, but like, it's just a little bit more, it matches a little bit better with the eyeshadow than I kind of thought it would, because it's a little bit more pinky rose than I thought it would be. So, the formula feels incredible. Like, very smooth. It's not accentuating any of the lines in my lips, and trust me, I've got a lot. My lips are not in good shape right now. And yeah, it feels amazing. It is not super transfer proof. There is a little bit of transfer, but not a lot. That is not very much. I was expecting way more from how it feels on my mouth. It has definitely set down from when I initially placed it. That's for sure. Because when I first put it on, it did feel very slippery. And the more that it sits, the more it's kind of set down. The shape of the bullet is kind of weird. It was a little awkward to put on. It's not your typical bullet. Obviously, it's got a flat top. And it wasn't hard necessarily. It was just a little different. And in order to get the Cupid's bow, I had to like move the lipstick. Whereas if you have a regular shape, you know, it's just a pointed tip and it's a little bit easier to get that Cupid bow shape. But that's just a nitpicky thing. Good to know though, if you want to purchase one, because it was a little bit finicky with the placement because of the bullet shape. But the formula is incredible. And there was a lot of red shades. So we'll see. I might pick up a red because there was a lot and they were really pretty. And I am super impressed with all three of the products that I picked up from Prada. I did not have high hopes. I mean, I hope that I will love everything that I spend my money on, but I know that is not the case. And it's Prada. Like, it's Prada. They are Prada. But like, I don't know, their makeup, I was like, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be good? Because it's makeup, and they're good at bags, but and high fashion, but makeup, and dang, this is super good. Like, I'm very, very impressed. The more that foundation sits on my skin, the more I like it. Oh, and I forgot to mention lipstick. It smells like baby powder. And I know what baby powder smells like. I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I know what baby powder smells like, and that smells like the baby powder I use. So it is definitely a scented lipstick. If scent bothers you, I would stay far away from Prada Beauty. But if you don't mind it, I would recommend picking it up. It's incredible. So far, so good. Stay tuned for my end of August speed reviews, and I will let you know if my opinions have changed, swayed, maybe shifted around a little bit. I definitely need to try out that foundation a little more, but I wanted to try it out with you guys today. If you're interested in anything else that I have on my face, everything is always linked down in the description box. Thank you so much if you decide to shop through my links. I always appreciate that. That's incredible. And yeah, let me know. Are you going to pick up anything from Prada Beauty? Have you ever bought anything from Prada? Like, I love to talk about that too. I've never purchased anything from Prada. That is not in my budget, but it is some people, and everybody spends their money on something. I really, really, I say that a lot because that's true. Everybody has something they love, they spend their money on. So, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Ah. What are you doing? You just came to scare me and tell me you love me? This is the Prada Reveal Skin Optimizing.